Hey, the xenophobic Nigerian hating South Africans, they are furious today as we speak. They are very angry. They can't even pretend to smile, I'm sure, to their wife because chest pains. Chest pains. Hey, hey, ziyakhala emzansi. You know, when you were sitting back thinking that the EFF is always being blamed for Nigerians in the country. The EFF is always being blamed for all these things, foreigners coming to the country and all of that. Only to realize that the President Ramaphosa is the one calling the shots behind the strengthening of the relationship between all the countries outside. Like I've always been telling people, it's not a surprise. Like, why are you blaming the EFF? The ANC is the leading government. It's the one that is causing all of these things. If there's no borders in South Africa, it's the ANC government. If there's crime in South Africa and the ANC deployed police that are paid by the government of the ANC, maybe now with GNU, are not coming to the party fixing the issues, it's not the EFF, it's the ANC. Now, people are coming to reality with the terms that we've been looking at the wrong party, blaming the wrong people, while it's the person who should be focusing on Nangula Ramaphosa. Ramaphosa. Ha, easy Java Fetu. You know, being a president, ne, one thing I've understood, and I've understood it even during the time of President Jacob Zuma, is that when you're a president, like you have all the power. I don't understand why people like to excuse President Jacob Zuma and say he didn't have the power to do certain things. Like you have all the power. If you wake up and you want to reshuffle the cabinet, you want to put this deputy minister, be a minister, this one from this department, this one, it can be done. You can do it. You have all the power. You have all the power. There's no one that can go against your word. You're the president. So presidents have all the power, and the power given to the president of South Africa, Mr. Ramaphosa, in this instance, in this conversation, is using his power to strengthen the relationship between Nigeria and South Africa. That's what he's using his power for. Hey, xenophobic South Africans, they are too angry. But they know their anger will be ignored. No one will care about their anger because it's not the EFF. You know, when it was the EFF, they would be so passionate about this anger they have about these new resolutions that are happening in South Africa. But I'm sure they wish it was Julius Malema who was doing this. They will have the best campaigns. They will have the best time of their lives. They will do content from extending on 6 until episode doing a live stream for the whole hours. But it's not Julius Malema. It's their darling. It's their favorite. It's their cool, calm, collected, mature politician, Mr. Ramaphosa. He's the one calling the shots behind this. Ish. Yeah. They are now coming to the reality that this is ANC, it's not the EFF. We've been looking at the EFF saying Julius Malema foreigners. It's the ANC. Me, I don't hate President Ramaphosa for making this decision. I mean, this is not a new thing. If you have been engaged in politics or doing economical studies and international studies like geopolitics, you'll understand that Nigeria and South Africa have always had a relationship. Even President Nelson Mandela confirmed this. I once did a video, I'll do it again just to reaffirm on another day. Even President Nelson Mandela, the great hero of South Africa, Nelson Mandela, he once went to Nigeria after he was released and thanked the government of Nigeria and signed treaties and agreements to be in a trade agreement with Nigeria. Some things your politicians will never tell you until you study these things in economics or in other texts of studies. So they've always been a relationship between Nigeria and South Africa. This relationship didn't start yesterday. This relationship didn't start today. It started long time ago. Some of us were not even born in 1994 when the new government came into power, the black government, because the Nigerian government and the Nigerian civil societies, the ones who were involved in donating a lot of money, state resources of Nigeria to fight for the liberation of South Africa. So South African government felt indebted that these people have been supporting us with the operation of the apartheid government. So we might as well do and continue this relationship and do business with them. So I'm not surprised. I've learned that in one of the contexts I was learning geopolitics or like African what. I learned that like it was said that that's what happened. So I'm not surprised when the relationship today, the government is coming back to reaffirm the strengthening of the relationship. It's like, okay, long awaited. It's been brewing, because I'm sure the Nigerian government has been questioning the integrity of South Africa. Like, hey, why are your people being xenophobic to our people? Why are South Africans trying to close down Nigerian businesses? What is with these people acting like this? And I'm sure the president of South Africa, Mr. Ramaphosa, just woke up and be like, don't worry. Since now we are the leading chair people, the presidency of the G20, let's just get into business. Let's just start, before we even start with 2025, let's reaffirm you, Nigeria, that we are together. Come, we're going to host this thing and you're going to be on my side. I'm going to do the speech and I'm going to call the biggest patriot who always hate Africans to be there in your presence, Mr. Mackenzie. So you can see that even him, he won't do anything when I say, let's do this. Then it happened. They were reaffirmed. So Nigerians, I'm sure you know that if you have businesses and are doing things by the book, you're allowed to come and do business in South Africa. It's not me calling you, it's the president of South Africa who called you, reaffirmed you that such things can be done. It's the law. It's according to the law. You are allowed to come and trade in South Africa and open a business and invest in South Africa. There's no xenophobic operation to Dula or Gaten Mackenzie who's going to do anything to you as long as you have the papers and you're doing business according to the books, because the president of South Africa says so. You know one thing about hierarchy, the top leader, the alpha, the president, the leader, the political leader, or whoever the boss, when he says something, doesn't matter if this one, or 2% can disagree or what. The leader spoke. Doesn't even matter if it's Julius Malema who's gonna speak against the president. The president already spoke and made the decision. So who's gonna go against it? Like, who has the superior power above the president? Like, there's no one. So it's confirmed. It's going to be done. It's already in the motion, and the president of Nigeria is calling for the action to happen and the escalation of the agreement so that they can get down to business. He also has to go and look at his country and focus on his country issues. But yeah, in the meantime, it is what it is. That's what's happening. Thank you very much.